Welcome back. The Ministry of International Relations and Cooperation, in conjunction with the University of Namibia, has launched the Namibia School of Diplomatic Studies this morning at the University of Namibia main campus. To tell us more about this milestone event, I'm joined by UNAM lecturer Phanuel Kaapama. So good evening and welcome to the Daily Roundup.
Good evening, ma'am.
To start with, talk to us about this need, why there was this need to establish a school of diplomatic studies.
Yes, now I think diplomacy is a specialized area that can be perfected through practice, but since we are in a knowledge-driven society, it has also become a specialist area where people go through training. That's why in some countries they talk about not only career diplomats but trained career diplomats. So it is in that regard that Namibia has been independent for 32 years now, going for 33. We have trained diplomats, but the trained diplomats went to diplomatic schools in different parts of the world. And every country that establishes a diplomatic school trains diplomacy in order to be able to inculcate an understanding of how to better promote its own national interest. So, therefore, it is not late for Namibia to establish a diplomatic school.
It seems that your line is breaking up there, Mr. Kaapama. Are you still with us?
Yes, I'm still with you.
All right. For the sake of time, let's continue. Perhaps you can briefly talk to us about the relationship and the partnership between the Ministry of International Relations and UNAM.
Yes, in quite a number of countries, there are basically two modules. In some countries, you have a standalone diplomatic academies embedded within the structures of government. And in other countries, the diplomatic academies are linked closely with their institutions of higher learning. And it is in that regard that the Ministry and the University of Namibia in April this year entered into a memorandum of understanding covering quite a number of areas, of which the establishment of the Diplomatic Academy is one. Now, the Academy is not only established, but there would also be close collaboration in quite a number of areas between the university and the Ministry for International Relations. For instance, an example that I could give you is that there are numerous retired diplomats. There are practicing diplomats who would participate in the training programs of the diplomatic school, either as co-lecturers, as lecturers, or as guest lecturers or guest speakers. And then I think also the other area of collaboration is that the approach of the Diplomatic Academy would be not only focused on theoretical training, but the aspect of practice would be very important, and that's where this relationship would be important.
Thank you. Talk to us about the courses and programs that would be offered, and of course, who is eligible to apply.
Yeah, the courses and programs, we would gradually build the academy. In the first 2 years of operation, we would be having a number of short courses, which would be open. And now there are two categories of short courses. There are introductory induction type of courses, and these are that have been recently recruited into the ministry, or even aspiring diplomats who want to polish their CVs in preparation to seek employment with the ministry. And then we also have specialized high-level courses that would cover short courses that are credit-bearing, that would address quite a number of areas also. Among these areas, such as international security challenges of the 21st century, we would deal with economic diplomacy, we would deal with diplomacy in the digital age and so on. Another key program that would be mounted in the first 2 years would be a diploma, a postgraduate diploma. And the postgraduate diploma would, in the third years, articulate into a master's program in diplomatic studies before we can mount a PhD by the fifth year.
Just lastly, Mr. Kaapama, when are the courses set to start?
The short courses would be starting in April this year, a month from now. The postgraduate diploma would admit its first cohort in 2024. And then, of course, we would have the master's degree, as I said, which would be prepared for admitting in 3 years from now.
Sir, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for joining us here on the Daily Roundup.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
That was UNAM lecturer Phanuel Kaapama speaking to us on the line there. When we come back, we round off this evening's program with some entertainment. Stay with us.